In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make a rather exciting scarecrow that appears in The Wonderful Wizard of Oz by Robert Sabuda. It's on this page, it's under this flap. There he is, the jumping scarecrow. And I think it's a very simple mechanism. The mechanics are quite basic, but I think the way he's used them is just brilliant. So this is my rough and ready version, made quite fast, obviously in need of some tuning, sticking out too far at the sides, but it's still at the same time it's quite a lively, fun, easy to make figure, so I'll show you how to do that. So here's the base sheet, nicely creased both ways, ready to go. It's made with two V-folds, so these are two acute angle V-folds which support a floating plane, and then the limbs are all attached to those. The floating plane has a slot cut in it that the leg can come up through. All the other arms are stuck onto the V-folds, and this of course is stuck onto the floating plane. There's also at the very top, there's a little added pair of creases, a counterfold, which gives you the head coming up at a different angle. So this is going to be the two V-folds. So I've used the ruler and I've scored the first line, and then to support the floating plane you need tabs underneath that glue it to the page, but you also need tabs on the top that are going to support the floating plane. I've scored the two lines, then I've moved it up, scored the line again and again, so I know that all these lines are parallel, so the two V-folds are going to be identical. So we'll cut it to shape. We cut the corners off, cut this to make a tab, cut those corners off, cut it into two pieces down between those two scored lines, cut those corners off, right, crease those, and I think I scored it firmly enough that there are slight dents in the card, so these will fold along the right lines as well. So 4 tabs on each piece, and the same on this one. And in this case, this type of V-fold, it's going to glue down flat on the page, so it gives it maximum movement when you open and shut the base. We'll stick those 2 tabs underneath it, and you're just gluing it down flat on the page like that. Right, flat on the page with the flaps underneath. The central crease lined up with the crease on the base piece. Just check that it's going to work all right. There we are, that's the first V-fold. So we push that forward, make sure it moves nicely, make sure it all works. Open the page, there it is. Now the second piece, put that behind it. Again, it's going to go flat on the page. This is the piece I've prepared as the body of the jumping figure. So just make sure it's all going to fit within that. Again, glue on these 2 tabs. Make sure that closes well. Yeah, all good. And this is going to fit on. I meant to mention, I marked this line at the same angle as the top of these. So this is where the slot is going to be that the leg is going to come up through. And when this is stuck in place, that line needs to be at the same angle to this fold as these are to the baseline. And since this is a floating plane that should be parallel with the base, so this line will be at the same angle as these. So I've marked that. I'll just cut it out. Again, it's a slot, so maybe 2 millimeters wide, something like that. It doesn't need a lot, but it must be more than just a slit. If it's a slit, it'll grip the piece that's coming through and it won't move so easily. But if it's a slot, it has a bit of width to it. And so any pieces coming through that can move quite easily. So now I need to glue that onto the top with that lined up with that. Is that going right? Let's put it all flat, make sure. Yeah, that's fine. This central fold has to be aligned with the central fold on the base, and then the slot has to be aligned with that crease on there. So I can put glue on all 4 of these tabs at the same time because the whole piece glues down flat. Oh, and the one thing I forgot to do was add this counterfold at the top that the head is going to go on. So I just fold over that top corner, fold it back. That will come forward now. That'll give you the counterfold that you can stick the head onto one side. Now quickly smear the glue on these. Right, with it all flat, line up the creases, line up that slot, and it's all looking good. Make sure that works. There we are. So that's a floating plane that we can now build figures on. Might want to actually trim the shape of it. So I've got very right angle padded shoulders and the hips are looking a bit angular as well. So if you want to, this is your time to play with it. You might cut in a waist, up to you. I'm just going to stick the limbs on. So here's one. I'll have a look at my one and just see roughly what I'd planned with the legs and the arms. Got 4 of them here. Well, they all look much for muchness. Let's put this one on here. That could go like that. Put some glue on it. Ideally, if you're really making a nice design, you do a rough and work out where all the pieces go, and then you'd actually make all these limbs out of one piece of card, rather than just sticking them on rather haphazardly as I'm doing here. This could be a leg coming up through there. So it goes through the slot. That's going to stick up like that. And then the arms, they stick onto the V-fold, the supporting V-fold underneath. So I'd like it to be a bit more of an angle, but maybe if I trim off a bit there. Yeah, that can come in slightly more angled. Put a bit of glue on it. And the last one. All that way round. I think that's pretty good. So we'll just check that all that is closing satisfactorily. Well, I've got the legs too long for a start. I put the whole thing too far down the page. As I said in other tutorials, you will need to make dummies to work out where everything goes. So obviously I should have checked this a bit more thoroughly and seen how high up the page I'd put the V-folds, because as it closes, the V-folds fold down forwards, so they come down. So the whole body of the figure is coming downwards as you close the page. I've stuck them too far down the page. So as you close the page, the whole body is moving down the page, and so you've got the legs sticking out at the bottom. Silly me. So now we can add the head, hands, feet. So here's a crudely done head. Do a couple of hands. Do a quick job on the fingers. It's 1, 2, and stick that on there. I quite like the angle of the head. It looks like he's doing a dance move. And lastly, the feet. We'll have some snappy red shoes. Make them sort of clown-like, I think, very, very long and pointy. Put some glue on there. There's one. And then some sort of hat, nice as well. As the whole thing is a bit sliding down too much, we've got plenty of room at the top, so let's have a hat like this. So there we are. The dancing man, he does look a bit the worse for wear, but such is life.